So probate is beneficial. All right, so I'm talking about probate. I just said will, revocable living trust. What am I talking about? Remember, a revocable living trust is to avoid a probate. All assets are supposed to go to whomever you said they go to, and you don't need to file a will with the court or do anything. You can just transfer assets to whomever. That's why it's very attractive. But in Washington, like I said, to protect assets for your surviving spouse, you need to do it through a will. A will must be probated if that is how your estate is administered, through a will. A will is required to set up this asset protection trust for the surviving spouse to protect assets against long-term care costs and get Medicaid eligibility. Okay, a will is required. It has to be probated. We're talking about Washington. Probates in Washington are what's called non-intervention, means the court is not involved, other than you open the probate, you file a petition with the court, letters are granted to the executor, the personal representative, and they go gather the assets, pay off any legitimate claims, take the funds, and then put them into this supplemental needs trust. Probate will require, and I believe should require, the attorney to assist the personal representative through that process. Yes, anytime that you are actually working with a lawyer, you are paying them money. Money will be paid to create your estate plan, no matter what it is, unless you do it yourself. And it will be required to do a probate, unless you try to do it yourself, which we really don't recommend, because when you're putting $500,000 into a trust, you don't want to make a mistake. And if you're doing it yourself, there's room for error. Is this the fees to the lawyer for a probate going to be a percentage of the estate? Not in Washington. It's going to be dependent upon how many hours they actually put into it. And in terms of what is that cost, let's say that cost is $5,000. Let's say that cost for the probate is $10,000. Is it worth paying the attorney that amount to protect $500,000? Cost benefit analysis. Or instead, do you prefer to have a revocable living trust where you don't go back to the lawyer who helped you set it up, and you do, your spouse dies, you just put all the assets into your name now, and then you need long-term care. You have to spend down all of your money down to $2,000. You have no nest egg you can put aside, all because you wanted to avoid a probate. And in my opinion, that is really not the best plan. And if you had, an opportunity to talk to the attorney, to understand it, to ask these questions, which, by the way, please ask your lawyer questions, and ask them questions so that you understand it, because they should be able to explain in plain language, how does your estate plan work? How does it benefit you? What's going to be involved when you die? All of those things. You shouldn't go away saying, I'm still confused. All right.